Okay, this extension activity is all about making the walk look more realistic, so it's complex walking. Now, at the moment when we run, our unicorn kind of just slides, a bit like ice skating, so we want to stop that. Okay, first part. I've added a variable to our unicorn called walk, and it's for this sprite only. So let's actually do that. So make a variable walk. Okay. Now I'll start with the left one. What I'm going to do is, at the moment, all it does is to change the left unicorn to. That's well and good. But I now want to change that. So I'm pulling that out, and I'm going to ask an if. I'm going to say if else. Now, in our costumes, we have 1 and 2. Stop this. There's our 1, there's our 2. And it kind of makes a walking. And what I want to basically walk will either stand for 1 or 2. And if we're on the 1, then we want to flip to the 2, and if we're on the 2, then the next time we flip to the 1. So it cycles between them. That's what we're doing. So I ask the question, if walk equals 1, then we're going to switch to costume 2. That's the first part. The other thing we need to do is now tell it that it's on costume 2. So we set walk to 2. We repeat the process. On the else, so if it's not on 1, then it must be on 2, therefore we change to unicorn 1 and we set it to 1. Now that's just on the left, so if we run that now, so the right still ice skates across. You'll see this more clearly down here on this scan. Let's maximize it about. But now when we come up, so we get a little bit of movement there. Now I'm going to repeat that whole section and put it into the right arrow. So take that one out, duplicate the whole thing, and because it's just a 1 or 2, we don't care if it's left or right. All I need to do is just change that to right unicorn 2 and right unicorn 1. Now when we run that, there we go, trotting on the spot almost. Now one other problem with this is if I just hit that, the unicorn slides evenly as if it's on ice, and we don't want her to do that. We actually want her to gradually slow down. So how we're going to do that is inside the forever loop, I'm going to set the x velocity to itself minus itself divided by 10. So I'm just going to add that line. I'll just drop it in here. Okay, looks a bit complicated. What it will do, move that down there. What this will do now is it will always slow down the speed of x, whether it's going in one direction or the other, by 1/10 its current speed. So if we watch how that works now, if I press the right bar for a bit, slow it down, and it comes to a stop. Press the left, it comes to a stop. And if I just tap, we get nice walking. Oh, fell through there. Hop up. And just to be on the safe side, let's pop. There we go. So that is that simple. So what we've done is we've put the brakes on. Now, there we go. One thing that you can try, this is an option, is at the moment it's the brakes on anywhere. So you can fly through the sky. Is you could do an option where you actually take that line and you place it just underneath the if. That way it would only slow down if it's touching the ground. So you might want to take that line there and place it there, just underneath your if. But that's up to you. Which one do you think is more realistic? Because at the moment, if I jump, it will stop in midair. And we'll watch that. So out it goes. Stops. And falls down. Totally up to you which one you use. Okay. Away you go. There's your code. Give it a try.